There is a scene that happens in countless homes every day. A cat stretches across the center of the couch, perfectly calm, as if the room was designed around her body. Beside her, a grown adult sits on the narrow edge, careful not to disturb a creature that weighs less than a bag of groceries. Most people laugh at that. They take a picture and post it with a caption like, "I guess it's her house now." But sometimes the joke is closer to the truth than we want to admit. At 3 in the morning, she cries outside the bedroom door, and someone gets up. A bowl of food is placed down. She sniffs it once, walks away, and a new portion appears. A laptop opens, and she steps onto the keyboard like your work is only an obstacle between her and your attention. A treat bag comes out, then goes back into the cabinet, and you feel guilty just for saying no. None of this looks serious. It looks funny, familiar, even loving. But what if those little moments are not just signs of affection? What if they are signs of a world with no clear boundaries? This is not about blaming cat owners. Most spoiled cats are not created by neglect. They are created by love that reacts too quickly and becomes afraid of frustration. A spoiled cat is not simply loved too much. Sometimes, she has learned that love means the world moves for her. When we say a cat is spoiled, we need to be careful. Cats do not think like people. Your cat is not secretly planning how to control the household. What she does is simpler. She observes, she tests, she remembers, and she repeats what works. If crying at midnight opens the door, she cries again. If refusing food brings a better option, she refuses again. If lying on your keyboard makes you stop working and look at her, she goes back to the keyboard. If acting cold after you return home brings treats and apologies, she remembers that too. Cats are students of cause and effect. The problem is not that you love your cat. The problem is that, without realizing it, you may have taught her that love means there are no limits. The first sign often appears in a tiny change. You move her food bowl a few inches while cleaning. To you, it is nothing. To your cat, it can change the map of the house. Cats rely on predictable spaces. The feeding area, litter box, bed, sunny window, and quiet hallway are not just locations, they are anchors. They tell the cat that the home still makes sense. So yes, stability matters, but if every small protest makes you put everything back exactly the way she wants, she never learns that small change can still be safe. She learns that if she refuses, complains, or waits long enough, the world returns to her preferred version. Over time, her tolerance for change gets smaller. A cat who never has to adapt may slowly forget that she can. The second sign appears at the food bowl. You put down food, it is clean, safe, and appropriate. 20 minutes later, your cat walks over, smells it, gives you one disappointed look, and leaves. You look at the bowl, then at her, and you bring something new. To be fair, cats can be sensitive about food. Smell, texture, temperature, and health all matter. Sudden appetite changes should always be taken seriously. But if the food is fine, and your cat regularly refuses it because she knows another option may appear, the behavior has moved beyond instinct. It has become strategy. She has learned that rejection can upgrade the reward. Your cat may not be a tiny food critic. She may simply be very good at learning what your guilt will produce. The third sign is quieter. Your schedule begins to bend. You plan to stay late at a friend's house, then remember your cat eats at 6. You think about inviting people over, then imagine her hiding, hissing, or staring from under the bed. You choose furniture, rugs, vacation times, and daily routines while calculating how she will react. One decision is responsibility. A life built around avoiding discomfort is something else. A secure cat needs routine, but she also needs small experiences that teach her change is survivable. If she never meets a guest from a safe distance, never waits a little, never sees a routine shift, she may become more fragile than necessary. Stability matters, but the whole world cannot stand still. The fourth sign usually happens at night. It is 3 in the morning. The room is dark. Your cat is outside the door. She meows once. Nothing happens. She meows again. Still nothing. Then something falls from the nightstand. Now you are awake. Your cat does not need to understand sleep. She only needs the chain. Noise, persistence, reaction. If getting up leads to food, attention, or an open door, the lesson is clear. This works. You think you are solving one bad night. To her, you are confirming a method. You may believe you are training her to settle down, but she may be training you to wake up. The fifth sign appears in daytime. You call your cat's name. She is lying a few feet away. Maybe one ear moves. Maybe her tail flicks, but she does not come. An hour later, she walks over and meows for food, a toy, a door, or your lap. You respond immediately. This does not mean cats should behave like dogs. A cat's independence is part of her charm. She does not need to come running every time you call. But a relationship becomes uneven when every signal from the cat matters, and every signal from the human can be ignored. The goal is exchange, not obedience. Your cat should learn that connection is not only on her terms. The sixth sign is the keyboard, the book, or the phone. You sit down to work. Your cat ignores the soft bed nearby and walks directly onto your laptop. You move her gently. She returns. You move her again. She returns again, patient and certain that eventually you will stop resisting. Part of this is warmth. Part of it is closeness. But your laptop, book, and phone share one important quality. They take your eyes away from her. For a cat used to attention, even a few minutes of focus elsewhere can feel uncomfortable. So she places herself between you and the thing that has taken you away. It is cute. But not every clingy behavior is affection. Sometimes dependency wears love's face. The seventh sign appears when you come home. You were gone for 2 days. When you return, your cat turns away, hides, or watches you with cold silence. You feel guilty. Your voice softens. You offer treats, following her around with your whole body apologizing. Cats can genuinely feel stress when familiar people disappear. That part is real. But the pattern after you return can become learned. If distance or displeasure makes you softer and more attentive, your cat may learn that acting upset changes your behavior. That is not revenge in the human sense. It is communication shaped by repetition. Your cat is not bad for learning what makes you react. She is simply reading the world you built. The eighth sign is rough play. You walk down the hallway. Your cat bursts from behind a corner, grabs your ankle, bites, and vanishes. You laugh and say, she's just playing. Maybe she is. But play for a cat is connected to hunting. Indoor cats still need to search, stalk, chase, pounce, and complete the hunt. If that need is not met through play, it may redirect toward whatever moves: feet, hands, sleeves, pant legs. The instinct is not the problem. Your response is, if you laugh, pull away like prey, or use your hands as toys, your body becomes part of the game. Then the line between play and pain can blur. Cats do not automatically understand human skin. They learn boundaries through consistency. The ninth sign is space. Your cat takes the best spot on the couch, the middle of the bed, the chair you were about to use, or the laptop you need. You move aside. This can be harmless. Living with cats involves compromise. But space matters. It connects to safety, control, observation, and access. If the best places always belong to the cat, and the human always retreats, she may learn that taking space never requires negotiation. This does not mean fighting your cat for the couch. It means respect should not require disappearing from your own home. Your cat can have favorite places, but not every place has to become untouchable. The 10th sign is touch. This one needs care. Respecting a cat's boundaries is right. Not forcing affection is right. Stopping when her body language changes is right. But there is a difference between a cat with preferences and a cat who reacts aggressively to any touch she did not initiate. If she bites when you gently move her from a chair, growls when you guide her away, or treats every slow hand as a threat, the issue may not be personality alone. She may never have learned that some human contact can be safe. A secure cat need not enjoy being held, but she should not live as if every hand is an invasion. Boundaries protect cats, but guidance helps them trust. The 11th sign is the most important, because it is not about your cat. It is about you. Your cat looks at you, you hold the treat bag, you know she has had enough, you say no. Immediately something in your chest tightens. You wonder if she is disappointed, upset, less loving, or if you are being unkind. So maybe you wait a few seconds, then you give her one more. Not because she needs it, because you need the guilt to stop. Many spoiled cats are created by owners who care so much they fear any frustration. But frustration is not always harm. Waiting is not always suffering. A calm no is not cruelty. A cat does not need a person who always says yes. She needs a person who is predictable. Someone whose rules do not change when she protests louder. Someone whose love is steady enough that it does not have to prove itself by surrendering. If you say no today, then give in 5 minutes later, the message becomes confusing. She does not learn love. She learns that if she keeps asking, the world may change its mind. So what can you do? The answer is not to become cold, punish your cat, remove every comfort, or turn your home into training camp. Start small. Think of it not as becoming stricter, but as becoming clearer. The cat is not losing love. She is gaining a pattern she can understand, and that pattern is what makes a home feel safe again. Do not change everything overnight. A cat who has learned one pattern for years needs time to understand another. If you say no to extra food, keep it calm and consistent. Do not yell. Do not explain. Do not offer a treat afterward to comfort yourself. If your cat attacks your feet, do not only scold her, give her the hunt she is missing. Use a wand toy. Let her stalk, chase, pounce, catch, then calm down. Then, if she wakes you at night, look at the routine. Did she play before bed? Is she bored during the day? Is she hungry, anxious, or repeating what worked before? Repeating what? If she lies on your keyboard, give her a nearby place where she can stay close without controlling your hands. If she struggles with guests, do not force her into the room. Give her a hiding place and let her observe safely. Most importantly, let her experience small changes. Move the bowl slightly, not across the house. Shift playtime by minutes, not an evening. Let her hear new sounds softly. Let her see strangers from a distance. The goal is not to make her uncomfortable. The goal is to teach her that discomfort is not danger. Waiting is not abandonment. A boundary is not the end of love. By the end, your home may look almost the same. Your cat may still sleep on the couch or sit near your laptop. She may still look at you with that calm, unreadable, royal expression only cats seem to have. But you may see it differently now. Behind those small moments, there is a system. The cat acts, the human reacts, the cat remembers. Together, they repeat it. That does not mean your cat is bad. It does not mean you failed. Most spoiled cats live with plenty of love, just love too quick to surrender and too afraid of disappointment. A happy cat does not get everything instantly. A happy cat knows her home is safe, her person is steady, and the world can change a little without falling apart. So if you recognized your cat in these signs, do not blame yourself. Start with one small moment. One night you do not get up immediately. One bowl you do not replace too quickly. One time you move her from the keyboard. One calm no that does not end with an apology treat. Love does not disappear when you set a boundary. Sometimes a boundary makes love easier to understand. Your cat does not need a world that always obeys her. She needs a world clear enough to trust. And that world begins with you.